Bay, I almost started with my gum in my mouth.
Oh, did you?
I would have been very mad at myself. Why I don't celebrate Earth Day. And it has nothing to do with the environment. Get ready for some much-needed truths to be heard. Yeah. Hey, can somebody actually get away with doing creepy things by claiming they were asleep? Oh, boy. Yeah, a real story that, it needs your feedback, my friends. You got to hear this one. Speaking of creepy, Joe Biden. Joe Biden can't help but be creepy. And believe me, he's the... I can't even say it. He's the commander-in-chief. But he can't help but be creepy. Another incident. But why does he think that what he's doing, these creepy whispers and the sniffing, why does he think it works for him? And, real question, would you let him sniff you for $1 million? $1 million. Would you? A sniff and maybe a shoulder rub too. $1 million. Would you do it?
Yeah.
Oh, Bay. Tease him, Bay. You could have got $2 million out of it. And who is this comic? This comic that I think that you're going to enjoy and laugh with while he makes funny jokes about Americans. Yes. I can't wait. And you're about to find out. Because we got this and so much more to go over here today on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
He doesn't wonder what it's like on the ground in Afghanistan. He's been there, serving our country and defending Lady Liberty.
Absolutely.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's Conversation.
Ooh, now that was a smooth transition. Bum, 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 bum. Inside story. What's going on? My name is Joe Padula. I am a veteran, not a victim. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to have the microphones on. And yes, hanging out with Bay. It's just you and I today, huh, Bay?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. It's just
long time.
Just the two of us. Yeah, we haven't done just a twofer in a while.
Yeah. Long time.
Since the 105.5 days, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 105.5 double. Yeah.
Grabbing Clarksville by the horn.
Yeah, we were grabbing Clarksville by the horns on a country music station. Bay, me, talk show host on a country music station.
Yeah.
Talking topics of like what we talk about today. All right, and coming up next. Well, I was saying Dirks Bentley. No, I was saying Dirks Bentley for like a year. And a caller finally calls up and goes, "Hey, Joe." Go, "What's up? How's it going?" "What's your name?" "Elmer." "Elmer, how you doing?" It's not Dirks Bentley, it's Dirks Bentley, Joe. Get it right or get out, you carpetbagger. Right. The first time I found out what a carpetbagger was, I looked it up. It's me, a northerner that comes down south to make money. Couldn't argue. But yeah, former soldier with the 101st Airborne Division, Air Assault. Mighty Strike Brigade, the 5-0 Deuce on the loose. My military friends will understand that. And yeah. Hey, listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate your time and the opportunity. You guys got busy lives. You don't get a lot of opportunities to do deep dive in research. And that's why I'm glad you're here. I can dispense it. And you guys help me with my new mission as a different type of soldier in what we call the culture war. As I continue to defend the Constitution of these United States and we, the people. Yeah, I raised that right hand and never put it down. That's right. So make sure to hit the like button. Boom, boom, boom. Smash that like button. Share this video. Share it in your timelines, in your groups, messages, whatever. Let's help spread the word. Because we are being shadow banned. That's for damn sure. Hey, and also subscribe to the channel. Okay. Bay, what's the greatest motivational quote movie of all time?
Have to be from Rocky, I think.
And you know me, I don't like doing fake radio. Never did in the past on FM stations. You know, hey everybody, traffic and weather. Bay and I were talking before the cameras went on, and something was brought up about hitting and getting up, and right. And Bay, brought up Rocky because this movie's great. This is Rocky Balboa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this might be one of the greatest speeches of all time in movie cinema history. It really might be. What's up, Ed Reynolds checking in? He goes, oh, I finally caught a live show. Ed Reynolds, you are on live and in the comments. Hey, keep the comments coming. Keep them coming, my friends. We need you today. Chris Early. Sorry I couldn't make it. Hello. What's up, Chris? How you doing? All right. Jay Mickelborg in the comments. I don't celebrate Earth Day because it's Lenin's birthday. Coincidence? Ooh. I gotta double check that. Is that accurate?
I don't know.
Is that? Ooh, Jay, you're gonna teach us today too. Jenny's Biden. Hello, Michael. Michael. Oh yeah, Michael's in here too on the feed. Okay, so best motivational speech ever. It's not Mickey. Okay, I mean there's some other great movies with motivational speeches. Some put that lousy Independence Day president speech. Okay? Maybe 94. You're like, wow. But we rewatched the original Independence Day today. You'll be like, wait a minute. The guy, Will Smith, just punched an alien. I wonder if the alien looked like Chris Rock.
In a biosuit.
Yeah, in a biosuit and knocked him out. Right. And we can't defeat these things. But he knocks him out with one punch while he's smoking a cigar. Right.
Make some money on this endorsements.
Absolutely, do that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
So you nervous about the fight?
They're scared to death.
Oh, yeah, so in Rocky Balboa, he's retired. He's running the restaurant and everything, right? I love this movie. And I saw it in the movie theaters with Diana Dadayan. Yeah, she was a nice Armenian lady. She's going to get mad that I just called her a nice Armenian lady, and that's it. She's a wonderful person who is a non-woke teacher up in New York, and I support her wholeheartedly and with all my love. There, okay? Was that better? But here's Rocky. He's owning a restaurant. He's got a son, and the son got a job, and the son thinks he got the job because his father's Rocky, okay? And life isn't easy. And the kid he's lashing out, I guess, right? To his father.
Yeah.
Look scared?
Well, you ain't supposed to.
Then you don't have to do it.
Yeah, well, I think I do.
Yeah, so Rocky saw a video game, right? And in the video game, they had the current champion video game, the current champion in this universe. And you know how, like, in video games, you can have, like, the legends. You can play as a legend. Well, the computer, they do it for the Super Bowl every year.
Yeah.
Right, with Madden.
Yeah.
Well, they did it for the heavyweight champion and the legend.
They simulated.
And the legend in the video game beat the current champion. And it went viral. It was like, this was in the beginning days of things going viral. This was even like pre-YouTube, I think, in 2006.
Yeah.
But then it got everyone thinking. And then Rocky goes, you know what? I'm just going to give it one more shot. Yeah, absolutely. My wife is dead. Adrian! Right, she's dead in this movie. Spoiler alert, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
You know, living with you, it hasn't been easy. People see me, but they think of you. Now with all this going on, this is going to be worse than ever.
It don't have to be.
No, sure it does.
Why? You got a lot going on, kid.
What, my last name? That's the reason I got a decent job. That's the...
Real quick, and I have to just a little bit in between so we don't get a copyright strike, okay?
You need to realize you're not living your dad's life.
Yeah. And Bay, if I'm talking to my father like this, I'm already knocked out. You know what I mean? I'm already on the floor. I'm doing my best Rocky impression.
Who hit me?
Right.
The reason why people deal with me in the first place. Now I start to get a little ahead. I start to get a little something for myself, and this happens. Now I'm asking you as a favor not to go through with this, okay? This is only gonna end up bad for you, and it's gonna end up bad for me.
By the way, real quick, and again, I just got to take a pause because this is a reaction video, YouTube.
Yeah.
Just saying, I don't own the rights to this movie. Neither does this Mabel Wennington that is actually that has it uploaded to their YouTube channel. Just saying, but that's the guy who's on an NBC show called This Is Us. He's the father, Jack.
Oh, is it?
And This Is Us is a pretty damn good show. It's a little woke, but it's pretty damn good.
Is it him changing his name after?
No.
This is only gonna end up bad for you, and it's gonna end up bad for me.
You think I'm hurting you?
Yeah, in a way you are.
It's the last thing I ever wanted to do.
I know that's not what you want to do, but that's just the way that it is. Don't you care what people think?
No.
Doesn't
Hit
it
him,
bother
Rocky.
you that
Hit him.
people are making you out to be a joke, and that I'm gonna be included in that? Do you think that's right?
Yeah.
Do you?
I'll tell you what, though, you can learn a lot from this argument right here. Because right now, it's not an argument. It really could be. Rocky could be getting really angry and just,
But
if you're getting in an argument with somebody like this, let them.
But his son just explaining his feelings.
Right.
You know.
And same thing. If you're getting a, make this politics, okay? You're talking with someone, and they're yelling and screaming at you. Just absorb the information.
Well, okay.
Don't just be waiting for them to finish saying something, just to say something.
Let it out. Let it all out.
Yeah, let it out. Watch. I wonder if Hunter ever had this conversation with Joe. Ed Reynolds.
You ain't gonna believe this.
Can they?
Well, you used to fit right here. I'd hold you up and say to your mother, this kid's gonna be the best kid in the world. This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew.
Lied.
And you grew up good and wonderful. It was great just watching you every day. It was like a privilege. Then the time come for you to be your own man and take on the world, and you did. But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow.
Sound familiar?
Yeah. Copyright pause. Don't forget, though, Rocky also spoiled his children. Remember Rocky 3,
yeah.
Rocky, right, 4, all right?
All that money.
All that money.
He was, you know.
This kid had a robot.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, actually, the robot was for Paulie. That's right. And then, Paulie kind of made the robot a girl voice. And, hi, Paulie, which was a little creepy, but funny at the same time. That's the 80s in a nutshell.
Yeah, it was.
Creepy, but funny at the same time.
Yeah.
Like Overboard, the movie Overboard.
Yeah, kidnap.
Yeah, that's kidnapping. This rich lady gets amnesia. This poor guy goes to claim her, takes her home, and has sex with her.
Personal maid, too.
Right. Raised his kids. That's called rape.
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
Here it is.
It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
Yep.
That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
True words.
Bring it back to just a few moments ago when we were talking, you disagree with someone on politics or something, or culturally, right? And they're screaming and everything, okay? Now it's your turn to speak, right? That's how you win that argument. You tell them, listen, here's how it is. And the way you're acting, you're better than that. You tell them, like, listen, you got such potential. Listen to your passion.
Yep.
Listen to the excitement that you bring to the table. But what you are spouting and saying, you're better than that.
Yep.
You can do it. Who was that? The comic dog? No. That was Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
You can do it. Yeah, don't say it like Rob Schneider. You'll lose effect. But yes.
You can only point the finger at one person. That's yourself.
Chris Early's on the golf course right now, enjoying his privilege.
Hey.
I'm always gonna love you no matter what.
And then you would say that. You just got done with that political argument. I'm going to love you no matter what. And they hate that. But mean it. Love. What the Beatles say, Bay?
All you need is love.
That's all you need is love and protection.
Yeah.
And the Second Amendment. And the First Amendment.
Yeah.
No matter what happens. You're my son, you're my blood. You're the best thing in my life.
Paulies are on the back. Hey, what about me? Ed Reynolds said in the comments, I met the guy who played Paulie. Burt Young is the actor's name. He used to come in and play bingo with the veterans every Wednesday at the veterans home I worked at. How cool is that? Burt Young. Really cool guy. Chris Early in the comments, lop practice before the tournament. Yeah, he's going to, Chris, you're going to be playing golf with Bill Murray in Florida next week. Is that accurate? I need you to ask him a question. What did he do on the set of the movie that was considered inappropriate that got the movie shut down? Right? Did you hear about that? Okay. Do us a favor and ask him that. Right before when you meet everyone that's there, just shake his hand and be like, what'd you do? Allegedly. Right. Yeah, make sure you use that word allegedly. All right. Earth Day, Bay. Alexa, when is Vladimir Lenin's birthday?
Vladimir Lenin was born on April 22nd, 1870.
Earth Day, every April 22nd. I guess our friend was right. Vladimir Lenin, big communist murderer. Well, this guy, good writer, Scott Chaney from the Daily Wire. He said that the first Earth Day rally, inspired by the student anti-war movement of the late 1960s, was held on April 22nd, 1970. So on that day, one of the founders, Ura Einhorn, served as the MC, master of ceremonies. Something I love doing all the time. Hey, everybody! Communism! Right. Well, this was at the Fairmount Park in Philadelphia, home of Rocky. That's how this all connects. Absolutely. Well, and he called on those gathered to take radical action to save the planet. Hey, I'm always down for saving the planet. Absolutely. I saw the movie Independence Day. We've got to save this planet. Well, that gathering, humble in numbers at that time, sparked an even larger movement, which soon swept the globe. Now, the earthday.org site claims that there are 1 billion individuals mobilized for action and more than 190 countries engaged in Earth Day activities. I even remember, school, Earth Day, right? Here, let me pull up this guy right here, Earth Day. Earth Day. So, even at school, you're like, oh, good, we're going to go plant a tree, right? Yay, plant a bush. Well, Earth Day's leaders, they have distanced themselves from this guy who founded Earth Day, Ira Einhorn. Finkel and Einhorn. Einhorn and Finkel.
What about Wrinkle?
Wrinkle? Wrinkle and Einhorn? Well, they call their co-founder, they no longer refer to Einhorn as the co-founder, but now to a man named Gaylord Nelson, an environmental activist who served he was a governor of Wisconsin, and he was also a U.S. senator. But why? Why offer your website and publicly stop saying that the founder of Earth Day was Ira Einhorn?
I don't know, cover up something?
Well, this guy is a murderer, or was a murderer, I should say. He was even given the nickname the Unicorn Killer. That's your founder of hey, the climate's changing. We got to save the planet.
Why did they call him the unicorn killer?
His girlfriend, Holly Maddox, broke up with him, moved to New York. I got a picture of her. You want to see her? She was cute, actually. Where is she? Holly Maddox. Yeah, she's cute. Pay goes, So, Einhorn threatened to throw her clothes and belongings out into the street if she didn't come back to get them. When Holly finally returned to get them, this charismatic leader who had preached against violence, preached against murder, preached, hey. Well, what did he do? He murdered her before doing despicable things to her corpse. Ugh. This is according to the police report.
Okay.
Hey, I'm telling you, this is the Earth Day founder. This guy. Where is he? Where's Einhorn? There, that guy. Police reports. Einhorn was questioned about Holly's disappearance a few days later, but it took authorities almost 2 years to realize that he was the culprit after they conducted a search of his apartment. It seems that his neighbor downstairs had complained about a leak and a
Smell.
foul odor. Right? We're not making our death a game show. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad.
We flex.
Yeah. When police arrived to investigate, they found inside a closet above that neighbor the beaten and partially mummified body of Holly Maddox. Crammed into a steamer trunk. So Einhorn was arrested in Philadelphia, absolutely, in 1977. But guess what? He's a big environmentalist. The left loves him, right? What happens? Well, the guy shockingly jumped bail, fled the country in 1981, spent many years hiding from the authorities in Ireland and the UK. Did they turn him over?
Yeah, of course not.
No. He founded Earth Day. He then moved to Sweden. Yeah. All right, that is Sweden, right? Or is that just Jamie Lee Curtis in that movie,
I think
Trading
that
Places?
is. I don't know.
I'm from Sweden. Right, they're in the they're on the train. Right?
Yeah.
He then moved to Sweden, married a wealthy heiress named Annika Floden. But after 23 years on the run, Bay, and a whole lot of failed negotiations, Einhorn was finally extradited back to the United States, put on trial. He took the stand in his own defense. Always a mistake when you did it. But the jury quickly found him guilty, and he was sentenced to life without parole. He died in prison at the age of 79 on April 3rd, 2020. With that in mind, the author of all this great information from thedailywire.com, Scott Chaney, went on to say that it's easy to understand why Earth Day's leaders have distanced themselves from the name of their founder, Ira Einhorn.
The irony.
There's something else off about Earth Day.
What's that?
Well, the movement, it seems to be an excuse to push leftist environmental policies. And not unlike its questionable co-founder, put people second. Earth Day, the site, it mentions that one of its co-founders, Dennis Hayes, has agreed to spearhead another campaign, this time focused on global warming and a push for clean energy. Again, it's all getting political. And check this out from the Washington Post on Earth Day 2020. During the height of COVID-19, what should environmentalists do as the world focuses on a pandemic that is killing people, crashing the economy, and upending daily life? lay the foundation for a broader, deeper climate movement. That's you, Washington Post. That's you. Height of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
People are scared, and you guys are like, hey, we need to make the climate change rules right now. So, yeah, April 2020. People are getting sick and dying from a Chinese virus. Allegedly, YouTube.
Need to stop this inflation.
Oh, the economy was beginning to suffer right at that point in April of 2020. Okay, businesses' lives were shaken to the core. And what does the Washington Post think we should do? Focus on climate change, Earth Day.
Look over here.
The article went on to say that, the Kansas City Shuffle Bay, right? The article went on to say that the opposition, to action in 1970 was also not as powerful or implacable, if you will. But those business leaders complained that the cost of cleaning up pollution, no industry that had as much at stake as the fossil fuel industry does now. So Earth Day is used as a rallying cry to combat climate change and gasoline by stopping the evil fossil fuel industry. But
I like my gasoline.
yeah, me too, babe. And I like it cheap and affordable.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay?
Oh.
Babe, check this out. I can't believe this. I saw this. So the Weather Channel,
Uh-huh.
right? You like the Weather Channel?
Yeah. I watch it every now and then.
Well, the founder of the Weather Channel, John Coleman,
Mm-hmm.
But first, a story you will see.
he was on CNN. This was a little bit ago. You could tell because Brian Stelter is a little bit thinner and has hair on the side.
Nowhere else this
He's the worst, by the way. This guy's he's a liar on CNN, and he is just terrible. But he had John Coleman, the founder of the Weather Channel. Watch as he destroys Brian Stelter and CNN on climate change fraud.
morning. It's about one of the biggest crises we face, climate change, and a media war over that crisis. Climate deniers, people who believe climate change is not happening in any meaningful way.
Let me just put this out there before we continue this. Am I for renewable energy sources? Absolutely. Why? Because if it saves me money, I'm all in.
Mm-hmm.
All right? If it makes sense, if it doesn't hold us back, let's go for it.
Yep.
If it helps push us forward, let's do it. But show me that it helps us move forward together without slowing us down.
Yep.
Because our enemies don't give a shit about this.
Nope.
And if we are pulling back in weak, and our enemies, just, all right, more for us. And they get really strong. If you're a bodybuilder and you take away weights, okay, and you're still working out, but now you're working out with less weights, the other bodybuilder over there has now your weights that you gave up, and they're going to come over, they're going to be like, yeah.
You can't make energy from nothing.
No. Get out of here. Get out. Look at me. I've got my big muscles. All right, back to, look at Brian Stelter with the mouth open. But anyway, back to the founder of the Weather Channel talking about climate change.
Are sometimes painted in the media as fringe characters, as kooks. So this might shock you. A man who co-founded the Weather Channel thinks climate change is a hoax. His name is John Coleman. Before launching the Weather Channel in the early...
For the record, I don't think it's a hoax. I think climate change...
No, it's a thing.
I think the pushing of climate change is follow the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay?
Just follow the money. But
I think climate change activism is definitely connected to big business and industry.
But to me, climate change is pollution to me, So.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, and I want cleaner air, cleaner water, absolutely. No doubt. But again,
It's money.
don't ever forget it's always about the money.
Yeah. We got to scare some people.
1980s, he was the original weatherman on Good Morning
Michael Glaze says Mark Dice does a great voice of Brian Stelter. That he does. Mark Dice on YouTube. Follow him. Subscribe to his channel. Watch him every morning. He's great. Yeah. He goes, hey, I'm Brian Stelter. I can't even do it.
America.
Too many
And after launching the channel, he was also a local weatherman in New York, Chicago, and San Diego. Now he's retired, but his recent open letter saying that climate change is, quote, not valid, got a lot of attention and landed him in prime time on Fox News. So what did the Weather Channel do? it very publicly disavowed him. After all, for those who believe that the climate is changing and fast, this is a life and death matter. I've said before here on Reliable Sources that I don't think there are two equal sides to climate change.
Don't forget in 2000, okay, or 2002, Al Gore said we got 12 years before we start losing our coastline. Okay? Guess who bought a big, big house on the coastline
Al Gore?
in Nantucket? Barack Obama. Okay? Listen, if this guy's buying,
Yeah.
Offshore houses,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. So.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I think that guy knows.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He knows what's going on.
That guy's been privy to some pieces of paper.
Yeah.
Right.
Stuff that we don't get.
Okay. So, look at this. It looks like Al Gore is full of shit. Buying a house.
Got a house for sale.
Once knew a girl in Nantucket.
The scientific consensus is that it's real. The debate is over what to do about it. And the press has to be careful about creating this notion of sides. But Coleman's platform as a co-founder of a channel dedicated to weather is unique, and so is the channel's declaration that it believes climate change is happening.
Just get
so
to
this
it,
morning, both
Stelter.
players are here, Coleman and the CEO of the Weather Channel, David Kenny. First, let me bring in John Coleman. He's in San Diego this morning. Thank you for being here.
It's nice to be on CNN. Hello to all your viewers. I resent you calling me a denier.
Look at him already.
He's like, okay, I got you.
And by the way, you can tell this is a couple years old because CNN has no listeners and followers anymore.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
They closed that one way.
And CNN Plus.
Yeah.
Didn't even make it.
Nope.
Bay.
They lost money.
Bay, 4 weeks.
They lost money.
What'd they spend? $250 to launch it?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And they had what? Under
Like
10,000
viewers.
Under 10,000.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That is a word meant to put me down.
Bay, do you know I get more downloads on the podcast site
Oh,
a week than 10,000?
Really?
Yeah. All right?
Uh-huh.
With the iHeart and Spotify. Boom. And CNN Plus couldn't do that?
You're like, I beat them.
And they ended up lowering their monthly fee.
Three to what, 99 cents?
Yeah, $1. Right. They're like, oh, this isn't working. Let's lower it. Let's lower it. Okay. Hey, it's $1.
I'm a skeptic about climate change, and I want to make it darn clear Mr. Kenny's not a scientist. I am. He's the CEO of the Weather Channel now.
He's a scientist.
That's right. That's right.
He just went straight for the neck on that one.
Dr. John Coleman. Where's the doctor? Why don't they put the doctor on there?
Because,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get what you're saying.
John Coleman. I'm a scientist. The guy who runs the channel
Is not.
that I created is
Is
not.
not.
He's a business guy.
He just bought it.
Again, follow the money.
It's all about money.
Oh, I was the founder of the Weather Channel, not the co-founder.
And I'm glad you did, because I am addicted to the Weather Channel.
He is just...
Man, he making the records.
He even
straight.
wagged his finger. Did you see him wag his finger, babe?
I call that the old man.
Yeah, uh-huh.
You know, when your grandfather,
Yeah.
you know, hey.
Yeah.
You
Babe,
know the list.
I did that a couple weeks ago with that kid at my mailbox. Right.
Yeah.
Where I just tapped the window and wagged my finger. Right. Old man.
Oh, I watch a lot
I'm
of cable
talking
news.
now. Hold on just a minute. I'm not done. And CNN has taken a very strong position on global warming that it is a consensus. Well, there is no consensus in science. Science isn't a vote. Science is about facts. And if you get down to the hard, cold facts, there's no question about it. Climate change is not happening. There is no significant man-made global warming now. There hasn't been any in the past, and there's no reason to expect any in the future.
Dear YouTube, we are video reacting
to a video.
to the founder of the Weather Channel.
Or the co-founder.
Okay? No. I'm not the co-founder. I'm the founder.
Well, what CNN got up there.
Oh, boy. I love this guy. Is he still alive?
I don't know.
There's a whole lot of baloney, and yes, it is.
said
It
baloney.
has become a big political point of the Democratic Party and part of their platform, and I regret it's become political instead of scientific. But the science is on my side.
I don't think we're going to come to a conclusion about the topic right here. What I do wonder,
I know
though, is
we're
when
not,
you
because
see
you wouldn't allow it to happen on CNN. But I'm happy that I got on the air and got a chance to talk to your viewers. Hello, everybody. There is no global warming.
What I do wonder.
Oh, look at that smile. Look at that, Bay.
Is when you see the government, when you see NASA, when you see other institutions say that 97% of climate scientists agree, do you think they're making it up? What I don't understand is how you...
That stat right there is so misleading. They love throwing that out there. 97% of scientists. Listen, 97% of scientists weighed in on weather.
Who is these 97% scientists in the first place?
The list itself.
What list? By who? Provided by who?
Yeah,
who made it?
Yeah, you got like interns on that list. Okay? Right. I hear you,
I thought you got to put in years, study. Well, I'm just saying.
Look at that blue steel face Brian Stelter's doing right there.
Ain't it? Give him some hair. Some Zoolander hair.
Zoolander hair.
Well, that's a manipulated figure, and let me explain it to you. The government puts out about $2.5 billion directly for climate research every year. It only gives that money to scientists who will produce scientific results that support the global warming hypothesis of the Democrat Party.
Follow the money.
And that is true, Edwards.
Position. So they don't have any choice. If you're going to get the money, you got to support their position. Therefore, 97% of the scientific reports published support global warming. Why? Because those are the ones the government pays for, and that's where the money is.
Michael Glaze goes, finish him. Brutality.
It's real simple, but that doesn't mean it's right. That doesn't make it true. That only makes it bought and paid for. The money goes in circles.
I'm not a scientist, so I'm not going to try to refute you on the facts.
That's the truth.
I'll simply say that the vast majority...
Please stand back from this issue and let the two sides be on the air. There are 31,000 scientists who have signed a petition that says it is not valid, that my position is correct. And we'll keep battling, and we will prevail in time, but I don't know if we'll do it in my lifetime.
I do hope viewers are Googling the data you're sharing, because I...
Google.
Don't Google it.
Oh.
Brave it.
You know what I'm saying?
Use the search engine Brave.
I do think it's skewed. I have to say
What's
that.
up, Beck?
Do it
I want to ask you about the weather.
No, it's not true, and
Good point.
I hope you will go to the websites that present the papers that show that none of this alarmism about ice and heat waves and droughts, none of it is happening.
Do you know that this world, at one point,
was frozen?
Didn't even have
land.
The glaciers down in Antarctica.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Yeah. It changes over time.
Right.
We're not sitting still in space.
And I'm not talking about like it was 133 degrees outside. I'm talking about, and the drastic changes that has gone on in the past.
Yeah.
In the past, before human beings, that they have been able to, with drilling, all the isotopes and all the cores that they pull down there and they pull out, and they could see this huge fluctuation of hot, cold. Nothing to do with man because they weren't even around.
Nope.
Right. What was it? Dinosaur farts? Was it dinosaur farts?
Before then.
Okay. Before then.
Happening.
Is the Weather Channel part of the conspiracy?
Look, you see what he did there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Weather Channel has bought into it. As I say it, they've drunk the Kool-Aid. But so has all the media. That's no big surprise.
Right.
Let me read to you what the channel said this week, because after you appeared on Fox...
Weather Channel statement.
Well, let me read it to the viewers then. After you appeared on Fox, they did put out this statement distancing themselves from you. They said, Mr. Coleman does have a place in our company's history, and we appreciate the contributions that he made more than 30 years ago. However, we want to be clear, John Coleman is no longer affiliated with our company. How did you feel to see them disavow you in that way?
Well, no problem.
The founder of the channel, not the co-founder.
Yeah, the founder.
Not the co-founder.
He used to be mine, but
I mean, that's all accurate. And the statement that's on their website, which they reissued this week, was written back in 2007, and that's a rather reasonable, warmist statement. It's not full of alarmism. It's not full of the sky is falling. it's a pretty reasonable statement.
And if you want to buy electric cars, I advise you to buy Teslas and help Elon Musk get more money so he can buy Twitter.
It's not the programming they put on the TV that's not reasonable, and you know when they put on their climate geeks, those aren't scientists; those are nuts.
Yeah, you know who's not a scientist? Also, Bill Nye,
The science guy.
science guy.
You sound like a man disappointed.
They never put on a real skeptical scientist. They don't give us any spot on their channel. That's too bad that they don't.
You sound like a man disappointed by the channel that you helped create.
See, this is when CNN, back when they had people listening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now they won't even bring somebody with this point on without cutting them off, shutting them up. They won't even have them on.
Commercial.
Why do you think that CNN Plus, nobody wants it? Nobody wants this woke shit anymore. It's over. But don't give up. Don't stop. Don't get complacent. But we're winning. We're beating the woke. Don't stop.
Oh, I'm terribly disappointed. I created a channel to give people their weather, tell them what the weather is now and what it's going to be where they live and in their region, and keep them posted on the weather and serve a real purpose.
Bay, you think this guy made his money by creating the Weather Channel?
He made his money before that.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think, you know what? I made a lot of money. Let me create something. What don't we have?
Because, you know,
We don't have a Weather Channel.
Because back then it was different.
Yeah.
You know?
Guaranteed that Weather Channel app is on majority of cell phones today.
Yeah, it's on mine.
It's on mine.
I still look at it on my Xbox too.
Like, even though, you know, my iPhone automatically comes with a
weather
app,
thing,
right?
It's still the Weather Channel.
Yeah. But I still downloaded the Weather Channel. Like, let me go to the weather app on and down on the bottom left-hand corner.
Mm-hmm. Got the Weather Channel.
There's a little Weather Channel logo. Right there.
And if you hit it, you go to the website.
And it takes it to the there I am on the Weather Channel. And what does IBM have to do with Weather Channel?
Probably using their technology or something, processes maybe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And that channel has been totally distorted and become strange as it can be.
Well, John, thank you for being here this morning and sharing your views with us.
Well, I thank you for letting me on CNN. I had my say, and it was great.
Here's what I don't like. They have this here Weather Channel co-founder, and again, not the co-founder, the founder, right? So, wrong. Okay, CNN. Climate change is baloney. Wrong. That's not what he said. That's not what he said. He said what Stelter was saying was baloney.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't say climate. See that they put that as like, but notice there's no quotes around it. So you know the quote is around baloney.
Yeah.
Right. CNN sucks.
It's just true.
CNN sucks.
They,
They always have. That's why they suck now.
Money.
Pick the wrong tribe. Pick the facts tribe. Don't get me wrong. Republicans suck too. I love patriotic, real people. I almost cursed. Real friggin' people. I like political figures who are just real people.
Yep.
Okay? Real. All right. There's our Earth Day coverage for the day. Earth Day. And this is why I don't celebrate Earth Day. Because she's not here to celebrate. Because this guy right here, not this guy.
Not that.
Oh, where'd my other guy go? This guy.
That guy.
This guy. This murdering buffoon was on the run. Created a friggin' leftist group disguised by protecting the planet. And again, all for that clean energy. As long as it doesn't hold America back from potential threats, enemies.
Yeah.
All right. You know, this whole Paris Climate Accord that Trump got us out of, right? That Biden put us back in, right? Do you know who's not a part of that at all? China.
Well, of course.
India. Okay? And they're just, all right, we're just going to make industry then and kick your ass. All right.
You got trivia tonight,
Yeah, I do, Bay. I do. It's already top of the hour.
Top of the hour.
Bay, I wanted to There's a comedian, okay? Don't worry about all the other stories. This guy, his name is Louis Ramey, I believe is what it's pronounced. So I'm just, going through my YouTube. They got recommendations. Well, they must know my research I do. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, here comes a comedy guy. And I go, comedy? All right, what do we got?
You're like, I need something funny.
I need something funny. And then this guy, he's on stage. He's from Atlanta, Georgia. I think it was on Last Comic Standing. He might have even won it. I'm not sure. But he's telling the story about how he's on stage. And he killed it in Louisiana, Houma, Louisiana. It's a Gulf town, very small. And he finishes, and right before he finishes, because everyone's about to leave, a woman stands up in the crowd and says, "Just to let you all know, the terror threat level has been raised. Please be careful." And the guy's like, still on stage, just, "Thank you, everybody, good night." And she stands up and says that, right? And he's still on stage, and he goes, "Yo, what? Don't you just put a damper? I mean, and hey, you're in Houma, Louisiana. Mm-hmm. If this place blows up, about $15,000 of damage is going to happen, stuff like that, right?" So then he goes into talking about Southerners, and specifically rednecks. Now, Louis Ramey, black dude, what is he going to say about rednecks? Here, let's take a listen.
I've never seen a woman this old get this angry before. She stands up, she goes, "You don't know what the hell you're talking about, mister. This is a little tiny town right here on the Gulf of Mexico. Big old ship full of troops could land here tomorrow, take over Houma like that. Make Houma their base. Next day they take over all of Louisiana. They make Louisiana their base. And from Louisiana as a central position, they take over the rest of the United States of America. How you feel about that, Mr. Funny Man?" And I stopped her right there. I said, "Ma'am, I know you're not supposed to say never, but that's never going to happen." Apparently you've forgotten something. Apparently you've forgotten that this is the United States of America, most powerful country on this planet. And it's not because we have more money or we're better looking. No. It's because we have something in this country they don't have in other countries. That's right. I'm talking about rednecks. Good old boys with an arsenal in their basement that have been waiting for just such an occasion since 1775. Oh, believe me, foreign troops land in the South, there'll be a line of pickup trucks and NASCARs heading down I-95. Marines will show up 3 hours later, nothing but beer cans and shotgun shells. What the hell happened here? War's over, baby! They come on shore in them little boats, right? Man, Jimmy's got 2 Evan Roos in that bass boat. He just ran them right on over. Yeah, he must got some sand in his eyes because they didn't see me on the beach with that 12 gauge. But I'll be honest with you, man, we didn't kill nothing we didn't eat. Try some of this barbecue we got right here.
No.
I call it El Qaeda Q. Look at it right here. Yeah, I use it. Dry rub. And then I just smoke the evil right off of it. Oh, that tastes like democracy here. That don't even need sauce.
Oh, boy.
I love how people turn off at the end of that joke. He's eating somebody.
There you go.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so check him out, all right? Louis Ramey there. Yeah, he's funny.
That's a good
I like it. Rednecks. Rednecks. Woo. All right, bang.
Yeah, you go.
And there's our Earth Day special for the day.
Death Day.
Rocky led into Earth Day.
Yeah.
Right.
Philadelphia, huh?
Yeah, Philadelphia. See how it all connects? It all segues together. We're like Paul Blart on a Segway, just making it all happen. All right. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the comments. Sorry I wasn't on them, really. Ed Reynolds, CNN, also known for using the most blue and green screen since the... Yeah, you ain't kidding. William Davis, my wife thinks I'm a comedian. She always calls me a joke. William. Michael Glaze, not MSNBC, but BSNBC is next. Oh, yeah, let me tell you, especially with Jen Psaki going over there. William Davis said Bay is correct. Which, no, that's probably not accurate. Guess what happens during spring? The temperature rises. Yeah, we all know. Yeah. It's hot in the studio, too. All right, it's Stormin' Norman. Goes LMAO. All right, funny comedian. Stormin', you got to pick a day to come back in the studio. Oh, I love it when Stormin' Norman's in the studio. Mm-hmm. He's great. All right, hey, thanks for enabling us to have a conversation. And, yeah, we'll see you next time on the Joe Padula Show. America's Party with a Purpose. Absolutely.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely.
Non-stop Vegas action has arrived. Oak Grove Gaming is now open. Experience a whole lot of Vegas fun, minus the flight, at Oak Grove Gaming. Spin and win big on over 1,300 of the latest and greatest games. Indulge and eat like a king at our 4 fantastic restaurants. Live it up at the lively bars and lounges. Conveniently located off I-24, exit 86, across from Fort Campbell. Just a quick spin away. Plus, now you can reserve your room for when our luxurious 5-story hotel opens. For reservations and more exciting information, visit oakgrovegaming.com. That's oakgrovegaming.com. Oak Grove Racing, Gaming, and Hotel. So Vegas, so close. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey everybody, this is Water Dogs Rich from Water Dog Scuba and Safety. What do I love about the Joe Padula Show? You got a veteran like Joe going after his dreams and bringing so many